It's been 17 years and they're still making bops. Let's discuss SHINee Poet Artist single.
We have reached over 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you all so much for joining the CCTV crew. And if you're on a podcast platform, please make sure to give us that rating and follow and share that episode. It really helps us grow. So fellow Shawols, do us a favor, share our review because I think we're going to be quite positive as well.
Oh,
Because we are definitely Shawols. And special shout out to our Patreon crew members, Emily, George, Lily, Julianne, Jonathan, Jasmine, Janelle, Darius, Ren, Hillary, and TKO851. And if you would like to help us choose episode topics and just discuss fun things like SHINee, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/CCTVPops.
Yes, and if you didn't know, we have done a few SHINee episodes, a Pop 101 episode where we discussed their whole career up to before the Don't Call Me comeback, and then we did a full track-by-track album review of Hard. Definitely go. Yes, Hard. Definitely go check out those episodes if you haven't after this one. Okay, put it in the playlist, honey. Put it in there.
Yes, and like we said, we're both huge SHINee fans. We are Shawols. I did wake up at 4:30 a.m. to watch the live stream of SHINee World 7.
Yes, he did.
Yes. How was Lucifer not in the original set list? At least they did it on that one night.
That's bananas.
They
Wow.
only did it on one of the nights, and it wasn't DVD night. So thank God for these live streams.
Literally. Oh, gosh.
Okay, so we're discussing the brand new single.
Yes.
Yes. So, released on May 25th, 2025, to mark SHINee's 17th debut anniversary, Poet Artist is the group's first single album ever. And it comprises of 2 tracks, I think, in Korea. And the physical album has already achieved the group's highest first-day sales ever.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
crazy.
And
Yeah.
the title track, Poet Artist, was written and co-composed by member Jonghyun before his passing, and the group wanted to wait for the perfect moment to record and release the track. And this single album also features the track Starlight. So for each track this episode, we will discuss the production, vocals, and lyrics and give our ratings for each song. Viewer discretion is advised. Your fave will be criticized.
Yes. But first, let's discuss the single cover. So it is a close-up photo of the boys' hands together and
Yes.
illuminated. And there
Yeah.
is an accompanying photo shoot that appears to reference a previous Jonghyun photo shoot for the Poet Artist album as well, because it's kind of that one spotlight. It's kind of
Yes,
there.
with the red, the
Uh,
pink color.
and the physical editions also came with 5 little plushies, the fluffy
Oh,
plushies representing the members.
that is so
Um,
cute.
yeah. So each member, I think, had a physical album, and then they also had the group album. So yeah, what do you think of the main, shot of the hands?
You know, it feels like even though they're all separate and doing their own things, they're still connected. And I think that is the whole idea of it, you know?
Yes.
And also
And the light
connected.
shining above it.
Right, exactly. There's
Yeah.
an extra, it feels very much like they're covered in the light. But yeah, I think the Poet Artist album is like one of my favorites because I think, not everyone likes it, but a lot of people do like it. But I think "SHINee" was such a good song. Um,
Mm,
it makes me so mad. That was like the last single. It was so good. I really liked it because Jonghyun had a very distinct writing style and a very distinct visual artistry. So to
yeah.
have the light shining, have them touching, because we all know what happened contractually speaking. You went to go see them separately as well, some of the guys. So it's nice to kind of see them back together. And it's also really nice for them to have had the song in the vault. So it is also symbolic, and
Yeah.
it does really feel like it's the right time. So
Mm-hmm.
it's very
Yeah,
interesting.
I love the whole concept of it. In terms of all the mourning, it feels like we're finally at a place, that everyone can
Yeah.
really just appreciate his contribution and celebrate
Yeah.
his contribution. And I love that they never shy away from
Hmm.
referencing him
Yes.
and kind of noting that he's always a part of the group.
Yeah.
So yeah. So I love the cover, actually. Okay, so let's discuss the first song on the single album. The title track.
Yes.
It is Poet Artist, and it was written by Jonghyun, Dees, and Yeonsu. And as we mentioned, the title mirrors Jonghyun's album, Poet Artist.
Uh-huh.
And he had written the song for SHINee, and the group thought that this was the perfect time to release it to celebrate Jonghyun's contributions to the group. And they
Mhm.
did actually decide to keep his demo vocals on the track as well. So he does appear in the background vocals and the chorus, but he also sings the bridge, and it's all just kind of gibberish. Like he hadn't fully written it yet. He's just
Yeah.
scatting along. And yeah, they
Yeah.
decided to keep it in there. And the lyrics are about applying poetic license to everyday life. And they opened their Shiny World 7 concert with this song. Hmm.
So sentimental. I love
Yeah.
it.
What a
Oh, man.
moment.
Yes, absolutely. I'm not going to lie to you. When I heard that I'm a poet artist, I'm a poet, I heard that intro, I was thinking to myself, "Oh, I hope this is not the song. Oh no." Because the tagline itself, I listen, at this point, even though they're shiny, even though we know they have good music, SM's hold on the sound of their artist is very strong. And so I thought this was one of those like songwriting camp situations because I've been busy and I didn't see who had written it. I did hear some murmurings of what was going on, but I didn't know the full extent. But to actually hear the full song and actually hear everything that went into it and realize that the poet artist line is a tagline, it's meant to kind of just be something that's a reminder like he's still here, with us in some kind of way. I do appreciate it. I actually have it in my notes that I'm happy that this is one of the only few groups that does acknowledge lost members and uses a production and mentions them very courageously and very boldly, or just unabashedly says, "This person was a part of our group."
Hmm.
And I think the song is it's so weird because the way he wrote it was very poetic, very um like, almost like trying to get lightning in a bottle and capture it. He's very zeitgeisty in his writing because it's all about capturing how beautiful someone is in that moment. Like, "Wow, you looked so beautiful when I first met you," or like, "You look like this when I saw you. Like, I've been waiting for you. Like, what took you so long to come here? Like, you're the only light I've ever seen, the flower that bloomed." It's always about this one moment, this one striking moment. And I was reading the lyrics, I was like, "Oh my God, this is so romantic." If I heard this, I'd be like, "Oh my God, he loves me." But yeah, I think like the lines about a poet and artist articulating themselves and painting the pictures either through
Yes.
life or like with this person is very beautiful. And SHINee does love songs so well, but with this one, it's actually not super sappy, which I appreciate. I'm so glad this wasn't some sad, final song track. Like it's big and bright, and it sounds like SHINee, but it also sounds very refined. And you
Mhm.
can, even if you did not hear Jonghyun on the track, you can hear his writing style in the second verse. Like there's just certain kind of things that he would do with his voice. I'm like,
Yes.
oh my
The whole
god,
song.
yay! So it feels even yeah, totally, but the second verse for me, I was like, "Oh my god, he would ate this whole part up." You know?
Mhm.
There's just certain things that you can tell each member does personally in their own artistry vocally, and you can tell things that Junghyun would do. And you can hear them kind of embodying it, but still maintaining their own style. I love the drums in this song. They sound so bouncy, but also very bassy and deep. It's not like they were like someone was beating a drum underwater, like very under the sea esque. And it's also very future bass of it. Um,
Yes.
Me saying under the sea doesn't mean it's like nautical. It just sounds like the way it was mixed, the way whatever they got the little sample drum from, it just sounds very like buoyant.
Mm.
It sounds modern, and I'm so glad it's not something that NCT or Rise would do or even could do because they don't have a member that contributes like this. And now that I've heard the song, I love the tagline. I love the way they play on it in the bridge and then the harmonies before the breakdown or quote unquote the breakdown. Ah, like that.
Yeah.
The song is, I would say, good.
Yeah.
Great, I'm not sure. I think I'll get to that point, but, like, it's good. I really do like it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard to separate, like, the emotion behind it, right? Because I don't think anyone they never told us that he had other songs in the vault, right,
Yeah,
for the groove,
yeah.
and, um, I think yeah, it came as such a nice surprise, I think. So just to have him contribute something new and have us hear something new, it's hard to separate that from the actual song itself, right?
Yeah.
Um, but I do like the song. I don't think it's like their best song ever. I do like the
Mhm.
song, but the melodies really are so signature Jonghyun. It's kind of
Yeah,
crazy. Like the
yeah.
structure of it all, the way he repeats some stuff, the way he from my understanding, he like uses the way the Korean words kind of sound to kind of play
Yeah,
on, and
yeah,
he plays on that a lot. And
yeah,
even that tagline you mentioned, "Call me poet artist,"
yeah,
like that,
yeah,
even just that, like the ending
yeah.
artist,
That's
where
so
it kind of goes
him.
into this kind of like vocal fry kind of like he
Yeah,
used to do that so much. Like it's
like
just
she is. He is
yeah,
what
like
she is. Yeah.
yeah, like it's so cool to like hear a song that feels like him and hearing him in the
Mhm.
chorus too, as
Yeah.
well, blended so well with the members. I'm really glad that
Mhm.
they kept his vocal in there, and I
Yeah.
love the gibberish bridge. I
Yeah.
love it. It's always fun to hear an artist, you know, in the process, right?
Yes.
And, he was known for his artistry. And so to
Yeah.
have that actually ingrained in the final song, because I remember when I was watching the
Mhm.
video and, I had the subtitles on so I could read the lyrics, but they just
Yeah.
don't have anything during that part. And I was like, oh, is that like a respect thing? But then I was like, oh, wait, no, he's not actually singing anything.
You just whoop, whoop,
Um,
whoop, 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 whoop,
yeah,
like,
he's just
yeah.
scatting, which is cool.
Yeah.
And it's cool to hear him do that, you know?
Yes.
And yeah, I agree with you. There's something super cool about the production as well. It's kind of
Mhm.
metallic as well.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but I think the way they did the vocal blend, oh,
Mhm.
it's so good.
Word
There's
up.
something so warm about it. Um, but then there's also something like pensive about the way they're singing too. I don't know. I think it is a really cool song, and it's just great to hear something new from it. It fits perfectly with like
Oh, yeah.
his last kind of song, his last kind of set of songs,
Yeah, his
and it
project,
kind
yeah.
of fits with the like story of us kind of era for SHINee as well.
Oh,
It fits with
yeah.
Good Evening and kind of that whole
Yeah.
era.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what did you think of the music video?
Oh, the video was so cute. So it's really simple, and again, we all have seen what SM has done when they are tired of their own artists. SNSD, for example. I do appreciate that the video doesn't look like they phoned it in for them. Um,
Oh no,
yeah.
yeah,
So I like the watercolor backdrop of on the soundstage with the water and them running
yes,
through it. Um, I think it's a beautiful way to tie in the meaning of the song, but also it provided a universal backdrop for all the scenes. So it's just it's one of those things where I don't know if the meaning is all the way there, but put my little tin hat on. Well, it's not tin, but I'm putting my little tin
a
hat
hat.
on, a hat, and I'm gonna step out on a limb here and say, like, this universal backdrop represents all of them. They're in their solo shots, they're looking at their letters, they're all living in different parts of their life, but they can all stand together and still dance and perform together no matter what.
Mm.
Okay? Ugh, done. Huge conspiracy
Oh,
over.
that's the theory.
Like,
Okay,
I'm joking.
I thought you were gonna
I'm
go
just
scene by scene just now.
no, I like listen because I feel like you have some stuff too, and I want to hear what you have to say as well. But I think it's really nice that they have like the letters as well. Like it's addressed to SHINee.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
letters,
essentially, this was his song for them, right? So I always thought the
yeah.
letters were like him. Yeah,
I'm
and
so
they kind of fly
sensitive right
down.
now.
They like fly down.
Yeah, and then they
Um,
become confetti and they're gold. Don't make me emotional.
Yeah, I think all the I especially love the ending when they jump up and all reach up, and you
Yeah.
don't actually see like the end of the jump. It's just yeah.
It's so
Um,
anime, so anime ending stuff.
yeah, yeah. No, I think it's really I love how dreamy it all is.
Yeah.
It's all very colorful, and again,
Yes.
it does have a kind of ethereal kind of vibe to it, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I will say I don't understand the house
Oh,
and it falling down and all that.
you hang on. So my theory is with the house is like, you like it's our house, kind of thing. Like you're all together in this one unit, and even if it all falls apart, you still have
You're
each
still
other. Like
together.
yeah, like on the inside, there's
Yeah.
still, because a
Okay.
lot of things
I like that.
a lot of things have happened to them, and people
Yeah.
thought they wouldn't work. People thought this was done. Like most groups don't survive that.
It's true.
Most groups don't survive contractual splits. They don't.
Yeah.
17 years that's forever in K-pop. That
Yeah.
is forever, and then
Yeah.
so I think that's a maybe a testament to that because when the house was flooded with all the letters, then the confetti fell, that's when the walls fell down as well, so they're still covered, they're still, you know,
Mm.
supported by the fans,
Yeah.
still watched over and, illuminated by Jonghyun as well, so I think there's
Yeah.
a lot of, like, cute little symbolisms in that sense.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's awesome.
trying.
So they did also perform this as the
Yes.
opening track of the SHINee World 7 concert. So
Yeah.
right in the beginning, they're writing in the air.
Mm.
And there are some fans I saw speculating that they're like actually spelling out Jonghyun's name, but I don't.
Oh,
Could you tell?
okay, so here's the thing, where I see their hand moving, and I know, okay, the thing is called Shiny World SA. We have letters in the music video. Some of them are just moving their wrists, but like from what I could see some one of the members doing like a little G, like the J, and going down, and I saw a Neen. Someone's doing a Neen, which is the N, and that's
Mm,
Jonghyun, the N. I see Onu going down and then going to the right. Everyone else is kind of hard to tell, but I
yeah,
see
there's
him
kind of just
actually,
scribbling.
yeah, I kind of see him going
Yeah.
down and making shape. So
All
it's
right. Well,
tough.
so maybe members will talk about it at
That'd be
some
so
point.
cute.
Yeah,
That'd be
that's
sweet.
cute if that is what's happening.
Yeah, honestly.
Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, I don't know if essay though really means anything because it's every stage shines around you or whatever. I don't know if they
I
were thinking
know.
writing with that one.
Uh,
But yeah, the choreography, I think it's effective. There's not
mhm.
like anything crazy in it. It's very kind of contemporary hip hop with a lot of the flowing and kind of the
Yeah.
arms and kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
the stuff like that. I do love the moment in the chorus where they all jump and groove together, kind of in the
Mhm.
second half of it. That's just a fun moment.
Yeah.
I do appreciate the bridge during Jonghyun's bridge.
Mhm.
Like it's a lot of them just kind of on their own, just kind of like pulsating to the beat, kind of
Yeah.
however they kind of feel it. And even when they come together into the line, it is still like very loose and yeah, just very kind of like interpretive a little bit, just kind of like letting the
Yeah.
music like flow through you kind of and just like
Yeah.
pulsing to it.
Yeah.
So I think that's cool. And I think the chorus has some good kind of moments in it, but there's nothing like extremely notable, I think, in the choreography. Did you notice anything?
I didn't care for the little sway, 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 head hold, and rip apart. I didn't like that
Oh,
part. I was like,
okay.
I guess whatever. But everything else I thought was pretty decent. And they did what they had to do with the choreography.
Yeah.
Um, you know, it's fine. And I don't
Yeah.
think the whole idea
It
is like,
works.
yes, that's the
Yeah.
thing. It works. Not that like they're men of a certain age, but no, they're artists of a certain like age. Like they don't have to sit there and you
Totally.
know do backflips anymore. I think that's over.
Yeah.
No more everybody arm swinging unless they have to,
Yeah.
you know? But
Totally.
yeah, I think it's effective. I think the thing with them that looks good is that they're very good at emoting while they're dancing. It's not just like I learned this 8 count.
Yeah.
And I think that's the point that matters. Like with Good Evening,
Yeah.
they
They
were
got a
all
lot of more contemporary over the
exactly.
years. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just nicer to look at. It's yeah, it's super smooth, it does what it needs to do,
Hmm.
it keeps the video from looking very boring and static, you know? The
Hmm.
performance is nice with the other dancers, and yeah, I think a lot of the popping is nice too.
Yeah.
But yeah, nothing to really comment on
Yeah. Yeah.
really,
Yeah.
because I think the song for me, I just was like, "I'm sold." So
Yeah, I know. I will say the band sounded it's
oh,
always been my dream
finally,
to have
band.
SHINee have a full band for an entire concert, not a half a concert, the entire concert,
Yeah,
and they finally did it, and it was amazing.
amazing.
Okay, so taking all of this into account, what do you rate this song?
I will give this song a 9.5, almost a 10, but I'll give it a 9
Okay,
because I like it where they are.
I will go a 9. I do really like it, but
Yes.
I would say it's not in my like top 5, SHINee title
Mm,
tracks. Like it's
mhm.
really hard. Their discography is so strong. So
Ooh,
yeah,
yes.
it might change. We'll see.
Oh,
It's only been
yes.
out a day, people.
So it's been out a day.
Yeah.
Hilarious. Up next is Starlight, and this was done by Anthony Watts, Grant, Peter Fenn, Marty Rod, and Kang Eun Jong. And Shiny performed this song for the first time at their Shiny World 7 concert. And this song is about the exhilarating emotions of meeting somewhere new, like experiencing being illuminated by starlight and darkness. How
Oh,
romantic. Oh, I remember when I felt like
yeah.
this. It's so cute. You're like, oh, wow. You, me. Wow. The stars have aligned.
Starlight? Yeah.
Yes.
I will say really like this song. SHINee
Mm,
does this kind of chill, feel good dance pop
yeah.
so well. Again, it feels kind of like that Story of Us kind of era a little bit because they've kind of been doing some different stuff with like Hard and Don't Call Me these past few years.
Yes.
Um, but yeah,
Hard.
this is kind of what they're kind of known for. This is very much their sound. Like, there's
Mhm.
really no other K-pop group that's really doing this like
Yeah.
this. And this is a great addition to that list of songs. I love the production with the electric guitar emphasis. There's that whistle in the bridge that's fun,
Mhm.
and the harmonies. Uh,
Yes.
the vocal execution in this is so good. It sounds so full,
Yes.
and so warm between the four of them. And then individually too, you get some really great vocal moments from all four.
Yeah.
Like, especially Key, he has some really great ad libs that are
Best
just
albums.
yeah, I was like,
Ooh.
dang, you sound really good. So yeah, I think this is a great addition to their discography. It feels mature, it
Yeah.
feels relaxed, it just is joyful. So as a B side for this little single, I think it's very cool.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm here for it. What do you think?
Yeah, same. I feel like, God, they make me wish I was a part of a group just so I can justify having as many harmonies as they do in a song. Like just because I'm like, hey, let's put some more harmonies in there. Why? Because we're a group. Like these are the kind of songs I wish like some solo artists would do. Because unfortunately here in America, no one does a lot of harmonies, and the
Hmm.
K-pop groups as well. But SHINee always. And when I write my songs, I'm always like, "Oh, how can I make it more beefy?" I think because we grew up with harmonies, I'm always like, "How can I make it more
Yeah.
beefy?" So when I hear songs like this, I'm just like, "Oh, it makes no sense for me to be one person to have 12-part harmony, dang it." You know, like
Yeah.
not 12-part, I'm being dramatic. But yeah, everything just sounds so good. It sounds mixed really well. Minho's part, I think in the pre-hook, excuse me, those parts were my favorite parts of the song, and the
Mm,
main parts without the chorus and the bridge to kinda amp it up. I feel like this song is very relaxing, very laid back,
yeah.
sounds grown. It's perfect for a barbecue or, like, whatever version of a kickback that Koreans have.
Yeah.
You know, like, I feel like whatever kinda, like, electric
Kimchi
slide.
party.
Yeah, kimchi yeah, a kimchi kickback, shoot, y'all be doing
Yeah.
that? Shoot, let's do it. But yeah, I think I have it in my nose that Key's ad libs are delicious, they're
Yeah.
delicious.
Yo.
God.
Mm,
I can never get over the fact that this group does not have a useless member. Like, not a single one of them feels like
mm-mm.
extra fluff.
No, they're perfect.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah,
perfect group.
indeed.
Uh, this was near the end of the concert. Again,
Mhm.
sounds so good with the live band.
Yeah.
I will say the choreography, it's fine. They did lip sync this song, so
Oh.
most of them they actually sang live. Like this show was actually a lot of live vocal. But I guess with the
Mhm.
new songs, I've noticed with each Shiny World concert, they
Yeah.
tend to lip sync some of the newer one, at least the title tracks, at least.
Yeah.
I guess because they just don't know it as well, or maybe they just want it
Mm.
to sound perfect because it's like the first big performance of the song, or
Right, that makes sense.
yeah. Yeah, the choreography is very simple, very simple grooves, really allows each person to just kind of vibe it how they feel it. So yeah, it was a good performance in the show. And
Yeah.
again, the band obviously elevated that. So yeah, I like this song. I think it's gonna be one that I listen to a lot. So
For sure. Yeah, I think
yeah.
it's kind of one of those things like with EXO's Let Me In. Somehow it just
Yes.
things like
Oh,
that. Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. So when SM allows the good R&B stuff to come through, it's always some good stuff, you know? Good pop track to come through. It's like one of these ones.
Mm.
So definitely like this one. Um, I really do hate that they only have the 2 songs, but at this point, they're not actual like
Yeah, I'll take
contractually
what I can
obligated
get.
to like, yeah, at
I
this
will take
point.
what I can get.
For
Yes.
real. So I think overall, this is a good 2 song. It didn't feel like they were like, well,
Yeah.
we
Wait, so
still
what
have
do
to
you
come
rate
back
this one?
together. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I give this one a 9.
I also give it a 9.
Yeah, sorry
Yes.
about that, y'all.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I feel like the songs for this album and even the cute little plushies, the fluffies,
Yeah.
are so cute. Um, there's 5 of the fluffs.
Yeah.
Uh, the song includes 5 of them. So in a way, I don't know what's gonna happen after this. I feel like if this were the last song, not a bad way to stink and go. You know,
Mm.
if this is like the song that we have to wait 5 years until we hear another one, not a bad song.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
totally.
saying. You know, I hope they're not done. I really do hope we get a concert out here in America, but I feel like SM is tired of spending money on touring. But hopefully, maybe kinda, sorta, I don't know. They came solo.
Yeah.
You saw them, luckily.
I mean, yeah, so yeah, I did get to meet Taemin and Onu actually. So if you want to
Yes.
actually see my pictures with them and our little recaps of the show, they
Yeah.
are on our socials at
Yeah.
CCTV Pops. And I also wrote up reviews as well on our blog at
Yes.
cctvpops.com. Um, yeah, so I mean, he and Minho, they did say at the SM Town in LA, they were like, hopefully
Yeah.
we want to do more as a group. And I
Yeah.
feel like they're at the point now where they don't really need to lie about that.
This
You
is
know?
true.
I think it's clear that I mean, even when Taemin, especially Taemin when he left,
Mhm.
right before he left at those final SHINee World 6 shows,
Yeah.
he also kind of alluded to it, was kind of like, "Don't worry, like,
Yeah.
we're still here." I think they're doing what they can to show that they're still together.
Yeah.
You haven't watched the shows yet, right?
No, I
Yeah,
just watched the
later
float
this week.
performances. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but, yeah, during the show, you could tell they were really enjoying it, and
Oh,
they
good.
enjoyed being together. Their chemistry is so good. So I definitely
Yeah.
don't think it's the end at all. Like,
Yeah.
I think they
Yeah.
seem pretty committed to keeping this group together. Um,
Yes.
if that just means, one concert a year every time they have a reunion, or every time they
Fine.
have a debut anniversary, I mean,
Fine.
I'm fine with that.
I'll take it.
And I will fly to Korea at some point to see that.
That would be a fun trip.
I would love for them to obviously tour here.
Yeah.
But if that's what needs to happen, I'll do that and get some, facials and stuff. I love the solo stuff too. So I'm going to support all four of them. I feel like they've all really found their individual lanes with the solo
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And Taemin and Onu shows were so good. They
Yeah.
were such
Lucky.
good shows, very different shows.
Yes.
Um, so I'm here for I'm just happy being a fan. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I think back when I think we said it in the 101, like, you were like, "Ooh, I don't know how much more they'll want to do as a 4."
Yeah.
But it
But then
seems
they
like
gave us
now
2 more
I think
still.
they're at a point with the grieving where they are kind of,
Yeah.
everyone's very content and happy to celebrate him, and they're not scared to keep
Yeah.
going. Um, so yeah, I'm here for it. I will support them
Mm,
whatever they do, like a true
absolutely.
Shawol should.
Yes. I wish I had my lights are
Unless the
going.
music suddenly turns to crap, but I don't think that will happen here.
No, no. They know better.
Yeah.
Showels, please let us know what you all think about the new songs. And did you also live stream the concert? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, along with what other albums you'd like to hear us review. And don't forget, we have all these SHINee episodes. We can do more. Drop in the comments if
Yeah.
you want an album review. Hello. And you can hang out with us and the crew on Patreon, where you can message us and give us episode topic ideas, honey, and contribute to our episodes. And don't forget that we are on social media at CCTV Pops, okay? We're everywhere, so message us there as well. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications for our YouTube channel. We are at 4K, over 4K. Trying to get to 5K, honey. Just join the
Yeah.
CCTV crew.
Get
And
us
if you're
there.
Yes, come on now. And if you're enjoying the show from a podcast platform, please follow, give us a rating and a review. We read them and appreciate them. Thank you so much. Until next time, that's Chris.
That's Chantel.
And we're signing off from CCTV, the non-stop pop show.